The year is 2010, and there's a song which is absolutely tearing up the hip-hop charts that successfully illustrates the never say die mentality of a man on his purpose. This song was called All I Do Is Win, piloted by mega producer and a quartet of hip-hop all-stars, namely T-Pain, Ludacris, Rick Ross, and Snoop Dogg. Now, these men came together to create a song that would go on to be an anthem for men who are driven to succeed above and beyond all of life's difficulties, the ones that naturally occur and the ones that other people place in our way because they can't quite see our vision. They can't quite understand what it is we've been set here to do by God Almighty. The song is affirmational and energetic, and it tells everyone who hears it, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up and they stay there. This is a declaration of power over life's uncertainty. It's a declaration of triumph where everyone around you would love to see you fail. And no one that I can think of embodies this ideal more than one Mr. Michael B. Jordan, a man who is the epitome of perseverance in the face of unnecessary opposition, a man who believed in himself when a lot of people around him, especially in his formative years of high school, did not believe that he could do what he would ultimately accomplish. This young man who was ridiculed, mocked directly to his face and told he wasn't good enough by the young women who he shared classes with, who laughed in his face, who clowned his dreams, who called him corny for loving anime and things of that nature. But he never took his foot off the gas. He never stopped believing that he could do what he would ultimately accomplish, what would make him a household name and an international superstar. But oh, how the tables turn. And recently, as the director of the third film in the Creed series, he had a premiere. And one of the reporters who showed up to this premiere was one of the young ladies who thought it was funny that he had dreams, who laughed at this kid going to an inner city high school would have headshots and took his passion seriously. This young man who was driven beyond all opposition to go on to become a man worth $25 million. A man who would star alongside some of the greatest actors of our time in multi-billion-dollar productions like the Black Panther, becoming well-known, an icon, and eventually a sex symbol, being voted back in 2020 as People Magazine's sexiest man alive. Not bad for a self-professed anime nerd who the girls thought wasn't cool enough, wasn't hood enough, and therefore corny. Now imagine, after years of putting in the work, grinding to become a somebody, and coming face to face with one of those exact same girls who made the decision you weren't good enough. Well, this is what happened. And there's some valuable life lessons that can be learned from how Mike handled this situation. So without further ado, roll the clip.
And you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Oh, the corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Well, she did get one thing right. This smile in your face and talk shit about you behind your back ass chick who will remain nameless. If you care enough who she is, you can Google it, I'm sure. But he is killing it out here, unquote. Crushing the game. And this is why I played that song at the beginning of the video, fellas. All I do is win. This is a guy who understood what he had to do. The time and the grind he'd have to put in to make his dreams a reality. This is why I tell you guys, when you brush your teeth in the morning, you should blast that song. I'll leave a link to it down in the comment section below. But I tell you what, this guy understood, this Michael B. Jordan understood that while people were laughing at him in his face, while they were talking to him like he was less than, they didn't believe in him. And they still don't. They just can't help but acknowledge the results that are so evident for the entire world to see. You can't argue with results. And what you say to people will impact them for days, months, and years to come. Women don't understand the things they say can cut a man deep. And depending on what kind of man we're talking about, he'll either crumble under the pressure or he will use that as a pressure cooker and steam rises to the top, just like cream. That's why they rhyme. See, I'm proud of Michael B. Jordan because it's a lot of things he could have and I'm sure would have said to her if he met her at the produce section at Kroger. But it was his premiere. It was his time to shine. His directorial debut. He knows who he is. He knows what his bank accounts say. He knows where he lives compared to where she lives. And he knows what his future looks like compared to hers. This is a chick who, without question, probably weighs 60 pounds more than she did when she was a cute little teenager, telling him that he was too corny for a date or for her phone number. Now, he's bagging chicks that look better than her on their worst day, wearing Versace and Armani, women who she couldn't compare to 15 years ago, let alone now. You see, when you determine beforehand that you're gonna win and you see it through, remarkable things happen. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned from that. When you're face to face with the ops, because make no mistake, she said a whole lot more and a whole lot worse than what he said on his red carpet. But salute to Michael B. Jordan, actor, director, A-lister, superstar, sex symbol, millions of dollars in the bank, 9.5% body fat, because she certainly can't say the same. It's tough to peak in high school. It's tough to realize the kid that you made fun of is now single-handedly responsible for the premiere you're at. The reason you'll be getting a paycheck tonight. The difference is, his will forever be bigger than yours because you are visibly in decline while he will only continue to shine. Learn some lessons from Michael B. Jordan, fellas. Believe in yourself. Put the work in. Build your physique and stack your paper. And when the people who treated your hopes and dreams like Taco Tuesday's toilet paper see your after picture, they will have no choice but to admit,
well, you're not corny anymore.
You're right, and I never was. In fact, these days,
All I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em say yeah.
but your future looks just like this. That said, that's my time. Like the video, comment down below, share with a friend, subscribe to the channel. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Till next time.